Good morning, everybody. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all the different dances, Lucky Charms, anything we did to give us the blue sky. So thank you for all your efforts on that. Welcome to the 58th graduation exercises for Mount Mansfield Union High School. I'm Mike Weston, and it's my privilege to be the MMU principal in today's ceremony. We would like to start today by asking Nicholas Arapetian Floyd, member of the class of 2025, to come forward to read our land acknowledgement.
Hello, everyone. Vermont, or Indakina, is the homeland of the Abenaki people. Today, we are gathered on the unceded land of the Abenaki people. I ask you to join me in acknowledging the Abenaki community, their elders, both past and present, as well as future generations. Mount Mansfield Union High School also acknowledges that it is founded upon exclusions and erasures of many Indigenous people, including those on whose land this institution is located.
Thank you, Nico. At this time, I would like to ask the members of the Senior Select Choir to come forward to perform the national anthem. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very well done. Thank you very much for that. That was awesome. Before we get started, I have a few thoughts to share with the class of 2025, the 58th to graduate from MMU. As the school year comes to the close, I start to think about this message. And I ponder this class, and many themes keep coming up. You, the class of 2025, have brought a lot to MMU. There are amazing scholars, athletes, artists, and leaders in this class. But even more importantly, there are people with amazing amounts of kindness, caring, determination, and authenticity. In general, there is a lot of good stuff represented by the class of 2025, and I know that you also understand the power of community. You understand what it means to be part of the Cougar Nation community, and how knowing others have your back allows you to take a bit more of a risk in the classroom, on the stage, in an athletic competition, and in many other settings. My challenge to you as you move into your new community is first to remember that you are a positive addition to any group you choose to join. You have skills and attributes that will make any group you join better. This group has been each other's biggest fans. You support each other, and I'm not just talking about at events. I've seen this group offering quiet support to each other in hallways, classrooms, and so on. In my opinion, the community that the class of 2025 has built is based upon knowing that regardless of outcome, individuals will still be valued. As you leave this place, as you leave 211 Browns Trace Road, a place you have made better, I ask you to remember that offering support to those in your circles makes them better, makes you better, and makes that group better. I know the class of 2025 is going to do great things. I look forward to hearing about what comes next. Please remember, once a Cougar, always a Cougar, and that I love you. Now would Augustus Kruger please come to the podium to make the first address.
Hello, friends, family, and guests. I'm honored to be standing in front of you today and to be given the opportunity to talk a little bit about my takeaways of being a part of the class of 2025. Before I start, can we begin with a round of applause to all the students that sit in front of me today? "291 days ago, at 5 a.m., each one of us gathered here on this very field to watch the sunrise as a class before our first day of our last year of high school. Today we sit here in our cap and gowns, ready to celebrate our conclusion of our time together at MMU. If I had one word to describe my fellow peers as a whole over the past 4 years, I would say connected. What I mean is we have all experienced the same roller coaster of emotions. For example, sometimes it was the feeling of stress after the 8th essay in a span of 2 weeks due to essay boot camp. Thanks, Bucky. Or that math test you had next period about a set of theories that kind of looks like a child was playing with symbols and was trying to make sentences. On the other hand, it could have been feeling joy after acing your first bio test. Or this year, our class winning the Winter Carnival after minor setbacks last year. My point is, as a class, we have all been through so many different experiences that could have made us give up. But we didn't. Why? It's because the people that sit to your right and to your left. I want you all to imagine that as a class, we are the forest behind me. I know it may sound silly, but really think about it. We are all so different in our own individual ways, but underneath the surface, we all have the same roots. We come from a small state that supports swimming in the blue lakes or hiking in the green mountains. So when I think about that word I said earlier, connected, that is truly what we are. We are a forest, each of us our own tree, shaped by the seasons we've weathered, the storms we've endured, and the sunlight we've shared. Just like the trees in the forest behind me, we stand here together, contributing to something that is bigger than ourselves. Looking forward, I know we will each go on our vastly different paths, but we have to remember the same roots that we have grown deep in the same soil. This school, these 5 towns, this community. We've laughed in the same hallways, struggled through the same exams, and supported each other through surprises, wins, and losses. That's the foundation we come from. Strong, intertwined, unshakable. Now it's time to branch off, to stretch towards new skies, chase different suns, and reach for heights we've only imagined. It's okay to be a little nervous, but remember this. No matter how far our branches spread, we are still connected by the same roots. These same roots that influenced our class to fill out the student section at the semifinal girls basketball game at Patrick Gym, or the huge show out on a random Monday to North Beach, and what pushed us to arrive at school at 7 a.m. to wash every teacher's car that passed us by. It was these events that generated and solidified our connectivity and proved that we will carry the same strength beneath us, even when we stand miles or even oceans apart. In all honesty, this is probably the last time we will ever stand all together. We may never see some of these people again, but that's okay because high school is not meant to last forever. What is going to last forever, though, are the memories that we've made and these experiences that we've shared as the class of 2025. What is going to last forever, even if it's just in our hearts and not in physical proximity, is this connectedness. I'm sure each of us are going to go off on our own unique path, but regardless of whether or not they will cross again, our roots will remain intertwined. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
That was awesome, Gus. The second student speaker today is Indira Bush. Would Indira please come to the podium to make the second student address?
Greetings, class of 2025, and all the friends, family, and staff that are here on this special day to celebrate this incredible milestone. As I look out at the sea of familiar faces, covered head to toe, unified in blue, I am realizing just how striking the difference is between the graduating seniors we are now and the freshmen we were when we first began our journey together. Thinking about our progress, there's one specific comment made by a particular freshman year teacher that has stuck with me since that first year. Possibly in a moment of extreme frustration with missing assignments or an abundance of chatter in class, he told us, "You all just don't know how to do school." He wasn't completely wrong. Walking into our freshman year, our idea of school was defined by a far-off memory of elementary school and early middle school, a spring spent in faceless Google Meet boxes, and a year spent half in, half out, our faces covered by masks. School, in whatever form we knew it, was monotonous and lonely. Starting high school never feels easy, but for us, our entry into these past 4 years was defined by re-entering a world that felt like it would never be the same. Yet, here I am now looking at all of us in our caps and gowns, and our teacher's claim from freshman year feels unbelievable. In front of me today are future world travelers, doctors, engineers, athletes, artists, teachers, builders, and so much more. More importantly, we are a room full of people who came out of years of disconnection and fear and formed a community that I feel so lucky to have been a part of. I can't help but think that somewhere along the way to our journey to this point, we figured out how to do school. Maybe it happened in some class, or maybe en route to a state championship, or on the MMU auditorium stage, or maybe it happened on a trip across the world. But whatever our path, we learned not only how to handle our academics, but became engaged individuals and caring leaders. We have become team captains, club presidents, and skilled technicians. We went from those lost freshmen with a view of life hazed over by a global pandemic to individuals with broad perspectives and a wide future. To be honest, I am scared for that future. I'm pretty sure, or at least I hope, I'm not alone in that. To continue with my honesty, I want to tell you that I'm so glad that we're all entering this next chapter with a little bit of discomfort. In learning what it meant to be in school, we learned that the best growth happens in the most difficult times. Thank goodness our high school experience didn't feel the same as the years before. Thank goodness we had to step out of our comfort zone and grow, because I know that, at least for me, I would much rather stand here in front of you as the person I am today than as the person I was when I first entered MMU. I hope that together we can remember this journey for our progress. It is not just about the end results and the achievements, the games won and the awards given, but the times we had to dig deep, lean on one another, and be okay with not being the best or not feeling ready. Not every room we enter will welcome us with open arms. Not every first try will go perfectly, and not every conversation will feel successful. It is in these moments when we push ourselves and those around us further. As we have all learned these past 4 years, we develop the most grit when we feel the most lost, and we develop our strongest connections from the times we needed them the most. I hope that we, as the class of 2025, move forward, we choose to work through our discomfort not only for our own personal growth, but for the betterment of a world that so greatly needs our voices. After today, we don't only start on uncertain personal paths, but enter a world that is troubled and fractured. While many of us are not currently facing direct attacks on our human rights or identities, we cannot ignore the fact that many of around us are. We all must understand that there is danger in silence. To stand back and not advocate for change means being complicit in the harm. It is never easy to stand up when others are quiet, but I know that this class seated in front of me has the integrity and the drive to do so. To advocate for those whose voices are silenced, to ask questions when others blindly follow, and to invite those in who sit back in fear. I stand up on the stage today so incredibly grateful that when I entered the MMU doors 4 years ago, I did so with some of the most resilient, caring, and driven people you could know. Together, we learned how to do school, and as we forge our own paths, we will face our own unique challenges and grow in our own new ways. But I have no doubt that the roots we have built together at MMU will serve us well. Thank you.
Thank you, Indira. I know. At this time, would Sonia Klinger, Milo Vinson, and Simon Voyer please come forward to perform Landslide by Stevie Nicks.
My love took it down, climbed a mountain and I turned around. I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Children get If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down? If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down? Oh, landslide bring you down.
I took the long way because I had to dry the tears up. That was, you can't be singing that at graduation, not little tears. That was awesome. The honor speaker chosen by the seniors to deliver the charge to the class of 2025 is Mr. Spencer Rosner, Mount Mansfield Union High School English teacher.
Good morning. My name is Spencer Rosner. I teach English here at MMU, and I'm incredibly honored to be here to give my charge to the class of 2025. When I was growing up, one of my favorite TV shows was called Boy Meets World. The show followed a 12-year-old kid named Corey as he, his best friend Sean, and eventually his girlfriend Topanga navigated the ups and downs of middle school and then high school. Along for the ride was their stern but caring teacher, Mr. Feeney. To add to Corey's adolescent anguish, Mr. Feeney also happened to be his next-door neighbor, providing access into Corey's life outside of school. Mr. Feeney would follow the crew from middle school into high school, and through the magic of TV, he even managed to join them in college for the last 2 seasons. In the series finale, the gang returns to Mr. Feeney's classroom for one final lesson. At first, he tells them he has nothing left to teach. His work with them is done. But when pressed, he gives this advice: believe in yourselves, dream, try, do good. Topanga, ever the honor student, tries to correct him, ask him if he means do well. He says no, do good. You all are entering the world in a complicated time. Our world has never been more connected. You can stay in touch with family from across the country via FaceTime. Many of you might play video games with people from other countries. You can see content shared from all over the world through social media. And yet, we've never been more divided. Spiritually, politically, financially. What may seem like a simple task, the idea of doing good has become more subjective than ever. Too many people have become hardlined that only the things that happen in favor of their side are good. Too many people cannot seem to remember that we were all on the same side, the side of humanity, the side of life, the side of creating a world that is better for the next generation and the next after that. I'm not saying you should never disagree with anyone, or that you should simply be best friends with everyone you encounter. That would be impractical. But when given the choice, more often than not, you should strive to choose love over hate, joy over anger, forgiveness over punishment. Remember that each person you meet along your journey is just that, a person, a human being like yourself trying to find their own way through this complicated world. No person is inherently entitled to more or less of your compassion simply because of where they were born, what they look like, or what they believe. Good doesn't have to be done on a grand scale to matter. You don't have to change the world when merely changing someone's day can make the difference. Pick up the piece of trash you see as you walk down the hall. Help your neighbor find their lost dog. Give the person in front of you at checkout $1 or $2 if they're just short of the total. Offer a kindness and trust the universe and some other person out to do good will return the favor when it is needed. 3 years ago, my wife and I moved into this district, into a little house just up the road, right next to the country store. My wife, knowing my love for the show, jokingly said, "Well, congrats, you're basically Mr. Feeney now." And she was not entirely wrong. I've had a special connection with your grade since the beginning. I taught about a third of you as freshmen, about half of you as juniors, and about a quarter of you this year as seniors. I've been your coach, your advisor, and even your learning lab tutor. But living in the district has provided me with a unique view into your lives outside of this building. I've seen many of you learn the ropes at your first jobs. I've watched you have successes and failures on athletic fields and in creative spaces like plays and concerts. I've seen you out roaming with your friends and families, taking your dogs for walks, or just grabbing creamies. I've been lucky to witness you all grow into the wonderful young adults you are today. I've seen your talents bloom and refine. I've seen that you have an immense capacity to do good in this world. And so that is what I charge you with today. Believe in yourselves. Dream. Try. Do good. Seniors, we love you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Rosner. Would Gabrielle O'Malley, Mount Mansfield Unified Union School Board Senior Student Representative, please come to the podium to deliver the response to Mr. Rosner's charge?
Sometime in the past 4 years, all of us have received the dreaded notification. The Power School grade change, which harshly announces your class percentage dropping lower as the result of a particularly hard test or assignment. I know I have received my fair share of those messages. I can remember the feeling of my stomach dropping, the feeling of failure, my entire future and academic worth seemingly tied up in those silly little numbers and letters displayed brightly on the screen before me. But no matter how much I rack my brain, I can't seem to remember the class, teacher, or assignment I was struggling with. No matter how momentous and important those details seemed in the moment, none of it matters as I stand before you today. The true importance of my high school experience has been the community we have built as the class of 2025. For the entirety of our high school careers, we have spent each weekday together. We have struggled through bad grades, difficult classes, and the countless hardships that come with growing up. Through these challenges, we have uplifted each other and supported each other. We have all gotten through the hardships of the past 4 years united towards one common goal, to walk across this stage today. To get here today, we have had no choice but to set aside our expectations for perfection and embrace the uncomfortability that comes with living life fully and authentically. While a high GPA is an accomplishment to be proud of, I feel that our true accomplishments during our time at high school are much deeper than that. Everyone here has added something valuable and irreplaceable to the MMU community. We have brightened the halls with positivity and kindness. Although we have gained heaps of new knowledge in our classes, our true lessons have come from one another. From learning how to share in kindergarten to learning how to forge strong and unforgettable connections, we are accomplished in that we are strong, we are empathetic, and we have the power to make the world a better place. I am proud of everyone sitting before me, as well as our peers who could not stand with us today, and everyone who has supported us along the way. To describe making it to this moment as an accomplishment feels like an understatement. To go from uncertain and scared freshmen to proud and successful seniors was a progression that wasn't easy. It took grit, it took determination. Within the past 4 years, we all have faced roadblocks on our individual journeys, but we have grown together, united, strong, 5 towns with 1 heartbeat. We have brought infinite goodness and kindness to the MU community, but we will not stop here. No matter where we end up or what we end up doing, We all have the skills and strengths needed to succeed. The knowledge and values we have learned at MMU will prove useful again and again as we bring all the valuable qualities this community has to offer out into the world. Class of 2025, we have what it takes. We have brought strength and positivity to the halls of MMU, and we will continue to brighten the world around us. We will stay true to ourselves and our beliefs, and we will make the world a better place. We will let go of perfection and focus on chasing our dreams. My peers and fellow graduates, I am so proud of the goodness each and every one of you has brought into the world, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. Congratulations all, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Abby. I would now like to acknowledge Mount Mansfield Union High School's highest honor, the Citizenship Award. This award is presented to two seniors for outstanding service and leadership throughout all 4 years of high school. Would Indira Bush and Abigail Curry please come to the stage to be recognized as the recipients of the Mount Mansfield Union High School Citizenship Award? There are, last count, 202 members of the class of 2025, and I believe we have 188 of them here with us this morning. Of the 14 that are not here, there are differing reasons for the absence, and all the reasons are good ones. However, I want to bring up a member of the class of 2025 who wanted to be here, but instead he is watching this ceremony from his hospital bed at the UVM Medical Center. As many of you know, Cody Hoban-Peltier suffered severe injuries in a car accident a few weeks ago. He is on the mend, but he still has a way to go. I would like to ask all the members of the class of 2025 to stand up, find one of the cameras that's live streaming this, look at it, and say hey to Cody. I know he'll appreciate it. So please stand and find a camera, give him a wave. Thank you. At this time, I would like to present Ms. Edie Granning, Chair of the Board of School Directors for Mount Mansfield Unified Union School District, and Dr. John Alberghini, Superintendent of Schools in the Mount Mansfield Unified Union School District. If John and Edie could come over here towards the mic, I know it's around the back. We're going to make it bigger next year. You won't be here, John, but it'll be bigger, I promise, Edie. Chair of the Board of School Directors and Superintendent of Schools, these students have satisfactorily completed the prescribed course of study according to the requirements of the state of Vermont and the Mount Mansfield Unified Union School District. I recommend they be recognized as graduates of Mount Mansfield Union High School, the class of 2025.
Thank you, Principal Weston. I'm going to have to digress for just a quick second. Apologies to everyone, but today is Dr. John Alberghini's last graduation with us. He's retiring after 23 years with the school district. It's a testament to all of you here that he's the longest serving superintendent in our state, that he stayed with us this long, and that he's given us that consistent, compassionate, kind leadership, and we thank him so much. I'm honored to be able to speak with all of you today on this special, special day, high school graduation, a day where we look back on your accomplishments and celebrate each of you. Some folks instead call this a commencement day, a day where we look to the future, to the new beginnings and all that is yet to come. I'm going to focus for a moment on that and. Today is both a graduation and a celebration and a commencement, an opportunity for new beginnings, a chance to focus, change your focus, or start over. But there's power in that and, in the ability to see things from multiple perspectives, to understand that there is more to each situation than whatever we see at first, to understand that others may see things differently from you, to understand with a deeper or nuanced perspective over time or after a new experience. I wish that you take the power of that and with you on your journey, and that you're open to new ideas and adventures, and that you always cherish the things that you learned with us here at the Mount Mansfield School District. Principal Weston, by virtue of the power vested in Mount Mansfield Union High School and as chair of the Board of School Directors, I accept your recommendation.
It is now time for the awarding of diplomas. Would Chris Adams, Kristen Barker, Sammy Rufina, and Zach Falls, MMU school counselors, please come forward for the awarding of diplomas. For the awarding of diplomas, first thing we gotta remember is we're outside, so noise and loudness is encouraged. We do have a professional photographer here taking graduation photos. A link to those photos will be sent out either later this weekend or on Monday. But you're also more than welcome to come down and take your own photos. I do ask that you keep your eye out for our students and our marshals who are going to be processing around. It's kind of complicated, but I think you'll catch where they're going pretty quickly. And this should be a pretty fun time. I am looking forward to shaking every hand and saying congratulations 188 times. At this time, I would like to ask Sammy Rufinat to come forward to begin the reading of names.
Gabrielle Ann Alger. Olivia Lynn Arnell. Devin Ari Axelrod. Nicholas Aries Irapetian Floyd. Hannah Paige Baslow. Malachi Beckwith. Addison Sky Bedard. Sophia May Belizia. Luke Boyer Belt. Lily Skyland Joy Berg. Samara Elizabeth Bernstein. Matthew James Bianca. Willem David A. Bishop. Nefeli Calypso Bitu. Aaliyah Ray Boyney. Cameron James Brinegar. Thomas Joel Brockmeyer. Emily Jean Brasso. Peter Monroe Brown. Lida Ray Brownsword. Isabella Marie Brunel. Cooper James Bullivant. Sawyer Dolan Burt in absentia. Indira Melina Bush. Ella Marie Bushy. Rowan Elizabeth Maureen Butler. Raphael Valens Campanile in absentia. Ellie Rebecca Campbell. Tony Marie Cardinal. Aaron Jefferson Helios Carroll. Kendall Claire Carter. Stella May Carter. Asa Samuel Clark. Phineas Glenn Clayson. Sawyer Stillwell Cleary. Savannah Crandall Cohen. Isaac Henry Go Comashow. Sydney Ray Pomp. Mallory Jane Cup. Skylar Aaron Cummings in absentia. Abigail Grace Curry. Samuel Anthony Suzuki. Alexander James DeVries. Althea Marie DiStefano. Andrew K. Diedrich. Avia Grace Diffenderfer. Hannah Elizabeth Donovan. Leverett Matthew Dransfield. Noah Benjamin Dreibelbis. Carter Dean Dudley. Neon Farrell Roman. Estelle Evans First. Mallory Ann Fulton. Juniper Alenka Delorier Galvani. Maxwell Jason Garapi. Allison Margaret Garrity. Caleb Bradley Gibson. Eben Starr Gifford. Avery James Gilbert in absentia. Vance McHenry Gorky. Brady Christopher Gauss. Andrew Joseph Gravel. Tulip Isis Grizel.
Jason Robert Hall. Bennett David Hammond.
Hannah Corinne Hansen.
Caden Eddie Vincent Hansen. Charlotte Megan Harnett. Maeve P. Harnett. Kaylee Rain Hayes. Ruben Kelly Hayes. Langdon Patrick Hazen. Derek Pierce Heffel. Finian James Heaney. Kaylee Elizabeth Hinton. Gunther Joseph Hitt. Cody Matthew Hoban Pelissier in absentia. Onyx M. Hughes. Miles Alexander Heiler. Dylan Siam Alexander Ingham. Stetson Eisenberg. Gavin Michael Jacobs. Hazel Storm Jensen. Aureliano Stephen Josiah Joyce. Evan Allen Joyce.
Haley Ann Kalita. Mason William Keblin. Jonah Coho Keller. Aiden Anahoots Kelly. Grayson James Kemp. Sarah Brooke Kedover. Frida Eve Kincaid. Xander Ryan King. Gavin Paul Kinney. Dorothy Niambura Karuthi. Zoe Lynn Klein. Sonia Josephine Klinger. Asa J. Kramer in absentia. Augustus Benjamin Kruger. Owen Thomas Lahiff.
Landon Ryan LaRose.
Kaylee Faith LaValle. Daniel John Lemieux. Aurora Rain Leonetti. Eva Claire Lewis. Farmer J. Bruce Lindemuth. Carter Joseph Lynn. Ben Gideon Lofi. Coben T. Lange. Mason W. Lothrop. Alexander Martudet Gay Lubkowitz. Owen Norman Lister. Otto Serena Mabley Ward. Dylan Hunter Mack. Aiden Blake Marchant. Riley Nicole McCarthy. Ella Kathleen McEntee. Ethan Jacob Mateer. William Pickering Mezit. Andres Mateo Miguez. Beatrice Marie Molson.
Finn Davies Monahan.
Brady Schollenberger Morjo. Liza Julie Mundell. Caleb Thomas Murphy.
Deja Shamari Nasta. Patrick William Norcross.
Tessa Caroline Nowell. Katie Jane O'Brien. Gabrielle Dawn O'Malley. Leonardo Samuel Singh Ondrak.
Milo Martin Page. Evangeline Cassidy Paul. Gardner Holden Rolf Payne. Sophie Elizabeth Bell Patterson. Alexander John Pavlak. Kyle Stephen Peck. Hazel Irene Pesci. Maya Alice Peters. Miles Grady Peterson. Michael Kloof. Ava Catherine Pullman. Max James Portilla Hoos. Christina Nicole Quinlan. Jordan Nicholas Quinlan. Ben Michael Rankin. Livia Jean Renzulli. Liam Matthew Repp. Rosa Anapai Ricketson. Isaiah James Ritchie. Annabelle Alice Roberge. Caitlin Hale Rooney. Simon Lane Rowe. Alexis Maya Rubin. Bella Sky Schultz Mitchell. Charles Maddox Geza Sears. Isabel Gracie Shamp. Cora Grace Shangra. Nicholas Allen Shanks. Tessa Marilyn Simpson.
Nico Liam Sordiff. Donnie Bain St. Pierre. Ariana Lynn Stewart. Rory Brian Costello Stoner. Austin James Sumner, in absentia. Killian James Sweeney.
Namo Chaisri Tolson.
Megan Elizabeth Thompson. Sawyer James Tillman. Jasmine Ray Tomlinson. Adrian Atreyu Toniati. Carter Lawrence Tosh. Finian E. Toll. Torrin Tracy. Olive Grace Turner. Alexander Skylar James Underhill. Malachi Americo Urbanic. Kylie Marianne Vanette.
Aiden Nicholas Olaf Verdunk.
Milo Robert Vinson. Parker Avery Vinson. Simon Gerard Boyer. Crosby Weston Waite. Joshua David Warren. Olivia Lynn Weaver. Malaya A. Webb, in absentia. Logan McLaughlin Wells. River Nathaniel Wheeler. Archer Thomas Whalen. Bowden James Whitehill. Jared Michael Wilcox. Benjamin Heron Witters. Silas Green Walcott. Rachel K. Wolf. Ryder Austin Wynn. And Nathan A. Zablansky.
Holy cow. At this time, I'd like to got a few reminders here. The first one is I want to remind the graduates and their families about Project Grad. All participating graduates, not students, should be back at MMU in the 5:45 to 6 o'clock window. I want to thank MMCTV for their efforts they put into creating the stream of this ceremony. It will be available on their website if you want to go back and check on things. I do want to thank the MMU staff that have worked so hard to prepare 2 graduation sites. There was folks here about 5 a.m. this morning making sure what we're going to do, and I really think they all deserve a round of applause for us for everything they've done. Finally, I want to recognize the MMU staff members who are leaving us at the end of this school year. Dr. John Alberghini, Stephanie Conlon, Amy Henneveld, Andy McClellan, May Metzer, Jim Naylor, Pam Talinsky, Karen Vogel, Steve Wolf, and Christina Young. These 10 and their approximately 150 years of experience at MMU will be missed. They have made us better. We wish them good luck, good health, and lots of laughs. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and board of school directors, it's my pleasure to congratulate the class of 2025. This concludes the commencement exercises for Mount Mansfield Union High School, where the graduates move their tassels from right to left. Turn your attention to your class marshals, rise, and proceed with the recessional. Recessional means you leave. You start walking down the aisle with someone else from the other row. We said we'd get this hats for you, don't worry about it. Just start going towards the field, not towards the front. All right, I tried.